morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. On today's agenda, we just have a few things I'm wanting to get done. Starting with, I poured all these candles yesterday, so I just need to put all the labels on them and put them on my shelves. And then speaking of my shelves, I've been trying to rearrange them a bit, maybe figure out a better way to store some things. I don't have a spot for my mini candles yet, and so they've all just been on the floor and it's been driving me nuts. So I'm hoping that by the end of today, I can maybe have those on the shelves as well. So we're gonna try to figure out that today, as well as figuring out my stocking stuffer boxes. All right, I'm gonna do this next segment on the floor. As you can see, I'm just surrounded by candles everywhere, which honestly, very on brand for me, but they just need places to go. But first I want to talk about really fast is that I was talking in my last video how I was struggling coming up with some packaging for my stocking stuffers, and I had quite a few people comment with ideas and tips, and that was so helpful. Actually, I loved getting to hear everyone's different opinions. So I had some people tell me that these boxes that I had would actually work well if I did crinkle paper, so I want to test that out today and see. And then maybe I would just bring 5 or 6 of them pre-made, and while I'm at the market I would make some more. The only thing is I can't really make them in the moment, because what I was worrying about is that someone would want a stocking stuffer in the moment and I have to make the box, because the box just takes me like probably at least a minute to put together and it can just be a little tricky. So I think if I could get this to work, that would be great. I also ended up getting a bigger size of just this clear packaging that I was thinking about. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this yet, but I had ordered it and just wanted to see how it looked when it came in. So between those two, I'm feeling like there might be a decent option. So I'm actually going to test it out on my desk right now, and I'm going to bring you guys along so you guys can also tell me again in the comments whether you like them or not, because it's always super helpful when I get feedback. Alright, I had quite a few people commenting, messaging about putting crinkle paper in, so I went to Dollar Tree yesterday and just picked up a few of those. So I want to see how those look. What do we think of that? I don't know if I need to do more crinkle paper. Maybe I'll try that. That was maybe a little much. I had a few people comment saying that I could just have these pre-packaged, but the only problem with that is that I want people to be able to pick the 3 scents that they want. These fit this way. Let's try this. Okay. These boxes. I don't know why, I think these boxes literally just hate me. So I can put them like this. I think the part that's like annoying about these boxes is they have this right here on the side, which makes it so that whenever I try to put this in, it's always getting stuck on there. I don't know. Okay. All that work and they won't even stay in the middle. Maybe I can try to like push it a bit. It just wants to sink back down though. Okay. Okay, not bad. It just, I need to figure out a better way to package these, because it actually is like not sturdy and it's low-key kind of hard to put together. So I don't know, they just don't seem that sturdy to me. I did reach out to the manufacturer when I was trying to return them, and they did say that this version of boxes is a lot sturdier in their white. So like, thanks for letting me know that before I purchased. I didn't think there'd be a difference between the brown and the white, but apparently this one is not as sturdy as the white one. Okay. See, it just like gapes out on the side, so I'm like, should I tape it? But I feel like taping it would just look kind of silly. But this with like a ribbon tied around, I feel like it's really cute. So I can see the vision. I don't know. Am I overthinking? Let me know what you think, because I have no idea. Alright, I think what I need to do is have my husband try to put some of the boxes together when he gets home from work. He puts together a ton for his job, so if he's able to figure out, then I know that it was just user error. So I hope it works out. I just have been struggling putting the boxes together, and I just feel like they're kind of flimsy when I do have them. So if I could make those work, amazing. If not, I'll probably just put them in here for now. I also did find some boxes on Amazon that would work size-wise. They just didn't have a window, and I kind of had set my heart on having a window so you guys could see all the different boxes. But honestly, it might be better without a window, because then you could have it be an actual stocking stuffer that you wouldn't need to wrap it all, or you could just put it under the tree because you can't see anything, but the people who are picking it out would be able to see what they're gifting, if that makes sense. So let's try this. Also, it is so cloudy out today. I feel like my room is so dark. So let's see. And then I can pull this thing off to tape it. That's kind of cute. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing with these stocking stuffers, and I just feel very conflicted. I feel like with a lot of other things I've done, I've been able to make decisions really quick, but I feel like with these stocking stuffers, my brain is just like clocked out. So who knows? Who knows at this point? So we have our first market this weekend where I'm going to be selling them for the first time. So hopefully I can get it figured out before then. One other thing that I wanted to show as well is I went to Dollar Tree yesterday because I was going to get some more gloves like I told you guys. They didn't have any, but they did have this, which was just, I thought, so precious. But I found that at our Halloween market, having candy was a great way to bring people in with no expectation for them, just saying like, hey, do you guys want a piece of candy? And so my husband and I have been seeing tons of candy on clearance because Halloween's over. So we bought a ton of candy so that we can have this candy bowl at our station, hopefully bring people in. And also too, I'm very introverted, and so markets sometimes are a lot for me, and I have a hard time sometimes maybe engaging with people as much as I would want to. So having a candy bowl is always nice because it's like a little nice offering to someone, but I also don't have any expectations of people then staying and smelling candles. It really is to just bring people in if they're curious, and if they stay, great, and if not, then at least I gotta give them a piece of candy. So let me go grab all the candy that we have. Yeah. We were not playing around. Most of this candy was either 50% off or $5 per bag, something super cheap. I'll speed run it really quick with you guys so you can see what we're gonna be offering. This one is one of my favorites. I love Butterfingers, but I feel like they don't get the recognition they deserve. But Butterfingers are so good. So we have this one, this one, this one. Oh my gosh, someone opened it already and took a candy. It's none of my business. And we have this one and Kit Kats. And this one, which I've already eaten a couple out of because they're Reese's Pumpkins. It's one of the best Reese's, so of course I had a taste test. So if you think I wasn't serious about the candy, just know we're stocked up. And hopefully it will last for a bit. But we do have quite a few two-day markets where there's gonna be lots of people coming, like expo center kind of vibes. So hoping this will be enough. But I wanna see how it looks in my little bucket. I'm gonna do a few of these. Little bit of this. And if you guys saw me spill, no I didn't. Anyway, yeah, I think this will be great. And this was literally $1.25. So if it doesn't work out, not a big deal. And honestly, hopefully it works out because I do not want to have this much candy around the house. Otherwise I will eat it all. I think this will be a great addition. Here is the aftermath of me trying to be cute and pour all the candy. What can you do? So now what I really want to do is start trying to organize my shelves. Maybe I'll just do like a time lapse so you guys can see me trying to organize stuff. I think I'm gonna grab a tote bag really quick and put all the candy in there. Look how cute this one is. A bag of books. Gorge. Except it's not books, it's candy, but honestly that's low-key better. All right, let's clean all this up. All right, I'm gonna pop on some music and start trying to organize everything in my candle room. I wish I could have you guys listen to the same music I was listening to, but unfortunately I have to do something that's a little more boring and royalty free for you guys. So, but I'm just gonna turn on some songs or podcasts and start organizing. On this top row, but I'm starting to realize that I won't be able to see which minis they are because I need to be able to see the labels on top. So I'm thinking of putting them on this shelf here, but I don't know if I should save that spot for my Christmas candles. I've had my shelves the same for so long that it feels kind of weird to just be switching up all the different spots that they're in, but I'm thinking I might do Christmas candles right here, then fall, then minis. So we're gonna try that. And I should have worn a sweatshirt today because I'm roasting, but I'm hoping it will turn out good because I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. All right, it is feeling so much better in here. I didn't realize how much all these minis were annoying me until I got them picked up, and now I can actually walk around without accidentally bumping into them. So I have all the minis. These are all of my fall, Christmas, summer slash most of the year sets. That feels really nice. Again, I just have things like extra wax in boxes that will just have to be around. But now I just need to label all of these candles. I did 5 different sets of 8, and I'll need to look at the bottoms to remember which ones I did. It just feels so much better, and I'm so happy with how the room feels and looks. It just feels great to get everything all nice and done and clean before we have the craziness of all the markets I'm going to do. Alright, a question I have for you guys is, do you like watching people on YouTube do repetitive things? Because I will say a lot of my days and things I'm doing for my candle studio are very repetitive. That's just the name of the game because I'm just making the same things over and over. So I want to know, is that something that you guys like watching, or would you rather have me maybe try to come out with different content? I'm super curious because I feel like with other content creators, I could watch them do the same things all the time and never get bored of it. But as soon as I'm filming and I'm doing something that I've done before, I just think, oh, they don't want to watch that. Like, oh, they don't want to watch me label candles because they've already seen me do that last week. But if I was watching someone else's channel and they were doing the same things that they've done before, a lot of times I find it very comforting and it's nice. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. So if you like watching me do repetitive things, let me know. Or if you have ideas for any new content you'd like to see from me, just tell me in the comments below. I really try hard to get back to every single person who comments. And it's just always super helpful when you can get other people's advice and opinions. Alright, I think I found all the labels that we need. Honestly, labeling candles is one of my favorite things to do. I find it very relaxing, and it's just always fun to see all the colors together. So the candles that I made yesterday were Harvest Moon, Spice Vanilla, and Cinnamon. These are Mango and Coconut, Iced Ginger Snap, and Orange Cranberry. A little bit of everything. I'm trying so hard to keep my shelves super stocked. It is a little bit hard because all of these candles, I had to pay for all the materials up front, obviously. So I've had to pay for all of the labels, the tins, the wax, the wicks, the fragrance, everything. So it kind of just adds up really fast. And what's hard is I've been paying for all of the different candle materials, but then also I've been paying up front for a lot of our winter markets. So it feels like lately I've just been spending. But I'm hoping that now that I've paid for a lot of inventory and I've also paid for a lot of markets, I'm just hoping that I'll be able to make a lot of it back through the next couple months as I do Christmas markets, but we'll see. So it's just kind of tough sometimes spending money up front without actually getting the money back right away. But I'm really hoping that the holiday season goes well because I have invested quite a bit of time and money into making all this inventory for it. This weekend we have a 2-day market. It's going to be Friday and Saturday, and I hope it's going to be a good one because honestly it's kind of farther away than I typically prefer to drive for markets. I think it's around 40 minutes, but that's with no traffic, so it could be a lot longer honestly. And then the first day I believe is from 3 to 8 and the second day is from 10 to 8. That's pretty long, especially considering we have a long drive there and back. So I'm just hoping that it goes well and that we make some money back from it. It's interesting because we're going to have a balcony space, which I've never had before, so I'm hoping that that's good space. But sometimes I have heard that if you're on a balcony or maybe in the basement, sometimes people don't know that you're up there, and so sometimes you don't get as many people visiting. So I'm hoping for the best for that. All of the events that I have until the end of December are posted on my Instagram as well as my website. They're just listed under events, and then they're also pinned to the top of my profile. So if you guys live in Utah or just want to come by and see, that's where you can find where all my events are going to be. I also wanted to say, if any of you guys are watching and have a small business, I'm starting to think about and look for, oops, almost put that on upside down. If you guys have a small business though, I'm starting to think of and look for Christmas presents and things to gift this year. So if you guys have a small business, drop it down below. I'd love to check you guys out. Or if you want to follow me on Instagram, I follow back a lot of businesses. So my Instagram is just honeyjune.co. I would love to support other businesses. I love watching other business content and following other businesses on Instagram. And I would love to support some of you guys this holiday season. If you guys have a small business, drop it down below. Or honestly, if you even just have a favorite small business, drop them below because I would just love to support. All right, these are all labeled and ready to go on my shelves. So hopefully I can find some space for them. I need to get on a chair to see what I'm doing because I keep dropping candles, and if they get dented, then I can't sell them. All right. The shelves are looking very full, which is very nice, and hopefully I'll be able to keep up for my market season. All right, I think I'm gonna be done filming for right now. Maybe later tonight I'll pour some more candles, but honestly, I feel like my shelves are so full at this point that I'm like, maybe I should wait for a second. I keep going back and forth between make as many candles as you absolutely can and maybe slow down a little bit because you don't want to spend too much money on products. So I'm kind of going back and forth between that, especially because I haven't actually sold at any of my holiday markets yet. I have no idea if my holiday candles or my minis are gonna be some of the best loved ones or if they're gonna be less popular than maybe my main ones. So I have no idea which sizes or scents I should be making the most of. So we're just gonna go for it. I'm hoping also to film at the market this weekend and show you guys, kind of give you a few more behind the scenes of what it's going to be like. We're only doing a 6-foot table and it's inside, so the nice thing is that we don't have to haul up our canopy or our extra table, so that's nice. But I still will be bringing lots and lots of stuff, especially because since we're so far away, I won't be able to go home and grab inventory if I need. So I'm probably gonna bring a ton of candles just to be safe, because some other markets that I've done, we've been like less than 15 minutes away from home, so if I really needed to, I could run home and grab more candles while my husband watches my booth, but that's not really an option this time. So I'm gonna bring so many candles. I'm debating if I should try to get a few Christmas decorations to put across my table. I don't want it to look too busy, but I also think it'd be fun if I did maybe a garland or a mini tree, something like that. I have no idea. So I'm gonna think on that a bit longer, but I think I'm gonna be done filming for today because for some reason it's 3 o'clock and it's already getting so dark outside, and today has just been super cloudy. So I'm gonna probably try to start editing this footage, and hopefully I will be ready for all the craziness that's about to happen. Okay, so we just made it to our market for today. We're here pretty early because we're setting up today. I think a lot of people might have set up yesterday because there's not very many cars here yet, so hopefully that will be nice and we won't be in anybody's way. But I believe this is a wedding venue, so it's actually so cute. So I'm gonna try to get some footage so you guys can see. We're just doing a 6-foot table today, so we don't have to bring our canopy or extra table or anything. Should be a pretty quick setup, and I'll take you guys along with us. so loud in the venue, so I feel like you won't be able to hear me, so I'm just outside. But the market's been going really well. I've been selling a lot of minis, which has been super fun. The market itself is maybe a tiny bit slow for a Saturday, but overall there's been a lot of people who are actually buying things, which is nice. It's been really fun to do. I'm just on a little walk outside right now to get some fresh air because we're here from 10 until 8 p.m. So need to get some fresh air while I can, but I just wanted to give that quick update and I'll show you some more clips of behind the scenes. I'm updating you guys again. It's around 5:30 and we're gonna be here until 8, so we've got about 2.5 hours left. The market has slowed down a lot, but Hiram and I have actually had a decent amount of sales, so I'm very happy about that. This venue is gorgeous and honestly, it just has great Christmas vibes right now. Like right now, I'm just sitting on this little balcony, but they have this big giant willow tree with the lights and they have their gazebo. And I don't know how well you can see inside, but there's a bunch of vendors down there. And this is where my booth is right here. So we've just been listening to some good Christmas music and just talking with all the people that come by. And honestly, it's been pretty great. So I'm happy with this market. I'm a little nervous about this one because 10 to 8 is a long time. But honestly, I'm happy with how fast the day has gone by. I'm excited for all the holiday markets coming up. Our market day is pretty much wrapping up, so I'm actually just gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I'm glad that you guys were able to see some behind the scenes of the market this week, and I'll try to do that for you for most markets that we do this holiday season. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll respond to you. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.